Hello YouTube, this video is going to be about Food Fighters, one of my favourite toy lines from the 80s. I mean, when I was a kid I used to love all kinds of toys, things like Kenner Star Wars figures, He-Man, Thundercats, Battle Beasts, Mad Balls, and Muscle Men, that sort of thing. But these are definitely one of my all-time favourites of all of the figures. They're just so kind of unique. They've got really cool little personalities, and I've managed to collect back most of them now. Right, so they're split into two groups. The Kitchen Commandos, which are these guys, these are the good guys. Okay, so if you have a look, they've all got green hats and they've all got black boots. Okay, I will go through and I'll name all of these later, but for now I'll just show you. You've got one that looks like a burger, one that looks like a donut here covered in chocolate, one that looks like a pizza, and then the next one looks like a chicken leg, and the last one of these first five looks like a little ice cream. So obviously the idea was, if you were a kid, you could battle with these good guys against the bad guys, these first five against the five baddies. So these are the refrigerator rejects, okay, and these are obviously the bad guys. So if we have a look at these, they've all got black hats on, okay, and they've got brown boots, and you've got one that looks like a stack of pancakes, one that looks like some French fries, one that looks like a cookie, and then we've got another one that looks like a taco, and the last one who looks like a hot dog. I love them because they've got really great little personalities, but they're also really quite brightly coloured as a group, and they're just really small as well, small figures, and they're really sturdy, really stable figures. Okay, here's all 10 of them as a group. Kitchen Commandos at the back, refrigerator rejects at the front. One of the reasons I decided to do this video is as a sort of resource for people that want to collect these, to help you with the names. So the burger guy is called Brigadier General. He is probably my favourite character, and the hot dog is probably my other favourite character. Okay, the donut guy is called Major Munch. He's a chocolate covered one. There is a variant of him which I'll tell you about later. Private Pizza. You'll notice these have all got like army type names. Okay, this one's called Lieutenant Leg. He's a chicken drumstick. And then we've got Sergeant Scoop is the name for the ice cream. There's a variant of this one as well, a colour variant, that I'll show you later. Okay, Short Stack is the name for this pancake guy. There is a colour variant of him as well, which I'll show you later. Fat Frenchie is the name for the sort of carton of French fries. Then we've got Chip the Ripper. He's the cookie. There is a colour variation of this one as well, which I'll show you later. Taco Terror. Remember, these are all the ones with the little black hats. So these don't have sort of army names. Mean Wiener is the name for the hot dog guy. I was just going to mention that I do quite a lot of sculpting in my spare time, and I mainly sculpt, movie characters and that sort of thing, creatures from movies. But I love these guys so much that I decided, what if there was a series 2 of the Food Fighters? And I had a go, and I've made 10 figures of my own that are all new. And I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one. Okay, let's have a closer look at Brigadier General and Mean Wiener. This is Mean Wiener. Can you see they're quite squishy? Look, if I squeeze it here. So they're not hard plastic figures, they're kind of rubbery. I quite like that about them. It makes them really lightweight. Their arms and legs are made of plastic, so they're more rigid, but the main bodies are really squishy. Back in the day when you bought these, they would come with a backpack. So whatever colour their hat is, their backpack matches the colour of the hat. So this one's got a green hat, so he's got his little green backpack. Now I'm trying to get all of the backpacks, so I've got one for each of my figures. I haven't managed to do that with all of them yet, but I'm gradually getting there. They're quite expensive nowadays to get hold of the little backpacks. Each figure would also come with a small gun, tiny plastic gun that was either red or blue, depending on if it was a refrigerator reject or a kitchen commando. I haven't bought any guns yet for mine, but I'm looking out for them, and if I see any at a reasonable price, I'll get them. Right, because the bodies of the figures are so soft, they just have a hole in the back of them, and then the backpacks have like a little stud that kind of slots into the hole. So there's the hole on the burger, there's the little hole. You can see it more clearly there on the hot dog, and you can see on the black one it's a bit harder to see because it's so dark, but on the green one it's more obvious. You can see the little stick part of the backpack has got a sort of a cross shape to it, and it just, yeah, goes neatly into the little hole and fits quite snugly, so you can take the backpacks on and off really easily. Yeah, when I was a kid, I never did the whole toy soldier thing where I had, toy soldiers battling against each other with little guns, little machine gun noises and stuff. I just didn't do it. And I think the reason that I like these guys is because they're not like little people, they're like little weird creatures. Right, there were three vehicles that were available for the food fighters. The first one is this combat carton, and I love all the illustrations on the front of this. You can see with the little cartoon versions of some of the characters. This has just got all the good guys on here, but the actual thing is like a big egg carton, and then it's got like a tomato ketchup bottle on the top, and it did come with like little bits that you could fire off the top, and it has a small red gun on the front. I'll just show you, all the different sides of this box to give you an idea. Um, Pretty cool. I love all the sort of bright kind of turquoise colour as the background. It just makes all of the illustrations and things really stand out. So this is the back of the box, and you can see down here we've got the other two vehicles, which I'll show you separately. Well, one of them I'll show you because I've got one of them. I haven't got the other one. So if we have a look, the fry chopper here, I've got it, or I've got most of it. I still need to get parts of it. But then we've got this barbecue bomber, which I'll keep looking out for on eBay and places like that. Okay, so this particular combat carton I managed to get fairly cheaply on eBay, mainly because there are parts missing from it. But I don't mind, it'll give the overall effect, and then I'll just look out for the extra bits, see if I can get them separately. So this is what I did get. The main carton with its 6 wheels. You've got the ketchup bottle on the top. I was pleased that the ketchup bottle has still got its sticker because quite often that has peeled off. I might stick it down a bit more at some point because it's kind of peeling off at the edges. But the whole thing looks pretty good condition. I love the bright green bit that's been sprayed on the top of the carton. Looks really cool. Right, you can see the whole thing opens up like this, like a normal egg carton, and it has space inside for 5 figures, I think it says. I haven't put any figures in it yet, but it just clicks on nicely. It's got a nice catch to it, and then you can sit a character in the top there, use the tomato ketchup bottle like a gun to shoot off the things, which I haven't got. I haven't got any of the bits that shoot off, and I haven't got the little red gun that goes on the front either. But like I say, I'll look out for them, and if I see them cheaply, I'll get them separately. I just thought I'd show you what it looks like with the burger guy in the gun turret, and all of the other good guy figures I've positioned pretty much like they are on the box. I'm hoping one day I might have a spare cabinet so that I can display, the boxes and all the vehicles, and then all the figures as well, all together. Otherwise, for now, I might end up putting the figures in boxes and just leaving all the vehicles in their boxes too. Okay, this is the fry chopper, which actually I haven't got a box for, but you can see it's like a little helicopter. There's a little lever on the back there which would make the propellers go round, but I haven't got the propellers yet. You can see you've got these hot dogs for the skids on the bottom of the helicopter. There's a little red gun on the front. There's supposed to be 2, so I need to get another one of those. And then there are these 2 kind of tins that you can shoot by pressing those little red buttons on each side to kind of launch these little tins. I think one's like a tin of beans and one's a tin of tomatoes. Right, the barbecue bomber I don't have, but this is what it looks like. Like I say, I'll keep looking out for that on eBay to add to my collection. I thought I'd do another nice little grouping with the vehicles, And no matter what positions you put these in, they always look great just because they're such cool colours and things. They just look amazing. Okay, there were 4 different colour variants, and these were available in Europe. So this is the Chip the Ripper variant. This is the original one with the light colour background and the sort of darker chocolate chips. And this is the colour variant. This is the only one that I've got out of the 4 so far. You can see he's a much darker brown with light coloured chips. The colour variations are obviously quite a bit more expensive than the normal versions, so it's worth keeping an eye out for them and waiting to find one at a bargain price. Like I say, I haven't got the other 3 European variants, but this is just a picture from the internet. You can see there you've got a Sergeant Scoop, who's an orange kind of colour, and then you've got Major Munch, and he's got pink icing, the donut guy. Then you've got the pancake guy, short stack, and he's got like his purple kind of topping to him. And then, like I say, the dark brown Chip the Ripper. I will definitely try and get those other 3 at some point because, as you can see, they'll add a lot of colour to my whole collection overall. Right, this is what they look like when they're in their original packaging. And you can see you've got the main figure to one side, and then you've got a little kind of space for the backpack and the gun separately. If you want to buy them in packets, obviously they're going to set you back a lot more money. You can see on this European version of Major Munch that he's actually called Major Crunch. Right, this is the back of a packet from another figure, and if you have a look, it's very clearly laid out with the Kitchen Commandos on one side and the Refrigerator Rejects on the other side. And you can see that the Kitchen Commandos have all got red guns, the Refrigerator Rejects have all got blue guns, and then you can see as well the Combat Carton, the Fry Chopper, and the Barbecue Bomber. Right, I came across this very useful resource as well when I was searching up things on the internet for this video. You can see it says at Action Figure Checklist, so you could go to that on Instagram and check it out as well. But you can see here this guy has put every single one of the food fighters on there, and it's got the little gun next to it. So that's really useful resource for you guys if you're trying to collect them all back, that you can match the correct gun with the correct figure. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it will be useful for some of you other collectors out there. Don't forget to check out my other videos of other toys and things from the 80s mainly. I've done some videos recently on more modern toys as well. But yeah, check them out if you get a chance. Hit subscribe if you want to see anything that I post up in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.